Hello everyone, welcome back to Selling Crypto, and today I'll be talking about the crypto market in general. So as usual, there is no financial advice and please do your own research. So okay, here you can see from here Bitcoin is simply ranging between this green line and this green line over here, which is quite boring and it's just simply ranging. So yeah, but you can see that Bitcoin is got rejected from this 200-day EMA, and which is confirmed with this green line over here. Yeah, and since it's been a downtrend, you can see that it means forming a lower high. So most likely this thing is going to continue on, and now we're going to dive deeper to the 4-hour time frame. And you see that now it's like a range consolidation where it's just simply ranging between these two areas here also. So right now it's go back to this like around 20 MA, and simply I think what is going to happen is simply going to range between here, and it's quite boring. Then maybe a break past this 37.6k region before it goes down. But yeah, for example, now I'll definitely not be trading any Bitcoin as it's simply just ranging. But the thing is, I use that as a bias, so yeah. So I think there will be a few more factors that will leads to that leads to further confirmation of why Bitcoin is looking bearish. So the first will be S&P 500. So you can see that for S&P 500, it's got rejected from 200 EMA, and right now it's like can't even get above around above the 20 EMA. It's got rejected by the 9 EMA for a daily time frame. And you can see that there's going to be a death cross coming soon, signifying like further downside for the S&P 500, which signifies more downside for the Bitcoin as they're correlated. So the next step also paint a similar picture, as the death cross has already happened, and it's now like getting rejected off the 20 EMA over here. So right, all of this doesn't point well for Bitcoin. So let's look at DXY. So DXY is now going to test like ESPR trend since breakout of this like strong daily resistance at 97.1, and now it's going to test like around 100 range over here. So for a short term, like for a few days to a few weeks at least, I'm still bearish on Bitcoin, and I'm going to use that bearishness to short some altcoins, as my thinking is if Bitcoin is ranging, those weak altcoins are going to go down further, and if Bitcoin capitulates, this Bitcoin is going to capture even further. The only time that the alt Bitcoins will go up is when Bitcoin is doing well. But right now you can see, and that's the only risk that's going to happen. Yeah, but even if the shorting allows us to hedge against our portfolio, which I think a lot of us are like invested a lot in crypto, and this short will allow us to hedge against the potential downside of the crypto market in general. And if the Bitcoin really capitulates, it will allow us to use the money we gain from shorting to buy more crypto, which is a win-win situation for all of us. So now we're going to talk about 3 coins I'm going to short. So the first is AscendEX. So we look at the daily time frame first. You can see that AscendEX has been on a downtrend since after it breaks past the 200 EMA, and it's then even pulled back to the 200 EMA. Yeah, so you can see it has been a complete downtrend, and you can see that it has break past this daily support over here. As you can see, it's just like consolidating, then it break down, pump, then it pull back to the around the 9 EMA for the daytime frame, and now it's like sort of respecting the short-term downtrend line that I draw. So right now we go to the 4-hour time frame, and you can see that it's respecting this, as I see just now, respecting this trend line. So I will place in the limit order when the AscendEX pull back to the trend line over here. And trend line is also confluent with the 50 EMA right now, and which is at around 0.21488. So I'll place my order there, and then I'll simply place my stop loss 1 ATR above the trend line, or 1 ATR above the trend line at around 0.225. So then my take profit target will be at the recent like major support over here. As you can see, there's not a lot of price action between this area here. So my profit target will be around 0.07826. But however, I'm going to write the trend also. So my stop loss, if like for example, if it never reach the target but the price closes above 1 ATR above the trend line, I also exit my position. Yeah. And secondly, the second coin I talk about is Spell. The Spell, as you can see from daytime frame, is looking bearish as from this point onwards, as it's respecting this downtrend. And we want both like the daily and the 4-hour time frame to be confluent with each other. signifying further confirmation that the coin is indeed in a downtrend. So right now you can see that since it got retest, this is the recent like low over here, then it got retested here, then consolidated, then break down pump, then yeah, then it's now respecting like the 409 EMA over here. So right now I'm just gonna wait for the pullback to the 20 EMA, which is also confluent the trend line over here. So you want to look for a few confluence, which is at around 0.00034763. That's my order limit, and my stop loss will be 1 ATR above the 50 EMA. So for this, right, since it's a negative price discovery mode, I will simply ride the trend until the price closes above the 50 EMA. So lastly, I'll be talking about Dodo. So Dodo, as you can see from the long-term trend, it has break out of its daily, the recent low over here, and pump after it break out, it pull back, which is completely trend line I drew over here, and then it started to get off the trend line and the daily support over here. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait for it to come back to the 50 EMA, which is a bit confirmed with the trend line. Or yeah, and yeah, and it's also confirmed with this low over here. So yeah, so I'll place my order at 0.0388, and then I'll simply place my stop loss 1 ATR above the 50 EMA because I'm greedy. Or if you want to be more conservative, you can place like your stop loss 1 ATR above the 200 EMA over here. But yeah, that will offer you less risk to reward ratio. So depending on how you play. Yeah, so as you can see, there's no like, it's in a negative price discovery, so I simply run all the trend downwards. Yeah. So with that, I hope you like the content, and if you like the content, please consider following, liking, and subscribing. So please do me a favor by following me at TradingView at Select Crypto, as this is where I post most of my trades. As YouTube video will take small time for me. Yeah, so I hope everyone have a great week ahead, and see you guys soon.